Good morning, everybody. Hello, I'm Clarice Hay from BeHealing.com. Obviously, I haven't tried out my voice this morning because it's hardly there at all. I did say hello to Chicken Cat. She's with us today. Do you want to see her? There she is. She's feeling a little bit better today. Thank you very much. She ate a little bit more this morning. Still not a great amount, but she ate a little bit more this morning. She's been fragile. I didn't see her for 2 days last week, and then when she came back, she was extremely thin. You know when they get the concave bellies, and picked her up, and she was like, didn't want me to pick her up. I just wanted to pick her up to bring her here to give her some food. Didn't want to. She made her way very slowly to my place, and then wouldn't eat. She kind of sat in the kitchen, sniffed her food, but she wouldn't eat, and that happened for a couple of days. I was really worried about her, and yesterday I saw her by the pool. She was just kind of sat, not even where she usually sits, just kind of, could tell, you know when you're sick and you can't move very far? Well, she was like that. Hey, Karen. So she was just kind of near the steps, near the pool, and anyway, she came in later on all wet because it was raining, and ate a little bit and then settled down. But I was going out. I was going to do my thing. So I left her in here because the cleaners were coming in later anyway, and I thought they'll let her out, and they did. Anyway, this morning she's waiting for me by the door, and it's been about a week since she's done that. Usually she's all bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, waiting by the door for her food, but she seems to be picking up now. Hey, Maria. Okay, so this morning we'll be giving some mini reads, hopefully. I got one in, but I didn't hear back from her. Shelley. And apart from that, we'll be doing a twin flame read as well. So Shelley asked a question, and then she emailed me afterwards saying, don't worry, I've got my answer already. So I emailed her saying, have you got another question, Shelley? Or do you just want general guidance? She didn't reply, so I'll just give you general guidance, as your question doesn't apply anymore. I want to ask you guys some questions as well, but we'll do that very shortly. Hey, just me and the moon is Mandy. Yay. I've got to think, just Mandy and the moon. She's with us, yeah. So, Shelley, this one's for you. Touch and believe in yourself. Okay, touch is about a little bit, and believe in yourself, of course, is about believing in yourself. Okay, so there's a bit of unbelieving in you, unbelieving in yourself. Not massive amounts, but it makes your passage forward trepidatious, like more stressful than it needs to be. You're not self-assured and then like, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to do that, and like expecting good things to happen. And then if they don't, go, oh, that was, a bit out of the blue. I expected it to happen for me. Your approach is more kind of the other way. I kind of expect it not to work, but I hope it's going to work. And this is saying, raise up that belief in yourself. How about it's going to work? I expect it to work. Everything works out for me. Having that kind of mindset, Believe in the universe first and then believe in yourself. You've got grace, which is about getting in the flow, and a friend. Okay, friend and grace. So what I just said, that mindset that I just said, is the way to get into the flow. We can't get into the flow of good things when we're pessimistic about it. And this is saying you're a little bit pessimistic, but that's not the issue. The issue is a self-belief, right? Believe in the universe first. Just try it out. Believe that the universe is a magic place, Shelley, and everything's going to work out for you. Give it a go. So that's you, Shelley. Karen, hello. You can ask anything. Here's the link to book in. We'll do it kind of differently now. I don't think you've been here for a while. Karen, hey, Connie. Good to see you. Haven't seen you for a while, Connie. Okay. So I'm doing this thing today, this new thing, and you'll see it very shortly, perhaps in a couple of days' time on my YouTube channel, or perhaps I'll put it out in the weekend. But what I want to know is, it's a video that's going to be like, ask your favorite tarot YouTuber questions. I will be answering these questions. Things like, what's your favorite tarot deck? What's your oldest tarot deck? How did you get into tarot? Do you use oracle cards? What's your favorite one? Just stuff like that. Think of some questions that you would like to know, because I'm putting 21 questions together. I'm going to answer them. I'm going to tag my favorite channels, tarot channels. So hopefully they do the same thing, and we'll get this YouTube algorithm working for us. Get the YouTube tarot community, the good ones, all the people that watch, seeing the good channels. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I'll be doing today. I'll be making that video today. So if you've got any ideas, then let me know. Any questions, I mean, what you'd like to know. Help me out with that. I think I've got about 15 questions so far, so I don't need very many more, but fire away. So, okay, we're done shelling now. Let's do the twin flame stuff. I'll put the smoke on. Remember in the 70s, 80s, when pop videos always used to have smoke around the feet? Cover up all the wires. Nothing was wireless then. Wires everywhere. And smoke around the feet. Once, when I was at uni, we had a party, and we hired one of those smoke machines. Now, they're pretty big, these smoke machines. You hire them like for the day or whatever, the night. And if it's in a small house, if it's in a small area, it's pretty funny. Like, it's like, it's like, it makes it like a fun game, because the whole place just fills up with smoke, and it smells bad. Oh. But what we're starting out with, the lovers. The lovers. Wow. Strong start. I'm actually going to read that out of the book. Chicken, where are you going? You see how she's very careful. She's very slow. Usually she'd just be like, boom, jump down. But now she takes it very slowly. She's fragile. But she's going to get something else to eat, which is a great sign. Let me read the lovers out, just to see why the show does the lovers card straight away. Could be a choice in love. Let's see. 6. The lovers. And you know what? Yesterday I was preparing myself for this video and just getting some ideas together and all of that kind of thing. I emailed a couple of tarot readers and they haven't responded to me. But trying to find the tarot readers that I want to tag in this post on YouTube is impossible. I'm putting in like tarot, I'm putting in all these things in the search bar, and it's just coming up with all these randoms, and they're not the ones that I want to tag. Like these random new channels, and I'm like, no, like it was so hard to find them. And this is what I'm getting to, is people are telling me, I haven't seen your videos for ages, even though I was subscribed, and I couldn't even find you. I was trying to find your channel again, I couldn't find it. So the algorithm is like, and the searches even, it's really difficult to find people. So hopefully this video, and hopefully the other readers will do it, so that we can get that community going and get these question videos really popular, you know, so that you can get to know the different readers and the different channels, you know, and all of that. Son used a smoke machine, laser lights in his bedroom. Yeah. Oh, it's so cool. Anyway, the lovers card. This card shows a couple who are deeply in love. Mutual attraction has brought them together, and choice has kept them united. The male is half bird, and the woman wears a dress with blue feathers that match his. Birds and feathers here represent freedom of feelings and expansive happiness and emotions. Like birds, the lovers can fly high into the sky with no borders limiting their love. They are very much connected and committed to each other, giving each other mutual support. This card is about being open to forming a union. Okay, it's about being open to forming a union or partnership out of affection and shared views. Divine union, powerful bonds, kinship, shared values. Nice. So we've got to be open to that. What next? Oh, here's the impediment. Okay, 3 of Swords, 4 of Wands out together. This is heartbreak about marriage. Heartbreak about marriage or committed long-term relationships. It's the heartbreak that we suffer by getting into long-term relationships and it not working out and all of that. Apparently we've got a little bit of this. So there's a bit of reluctance to get into long-term relationships, like, is it even worth it? Is it even going to work? These things don't work. I've been there before. It really hurt. I've got guilt and shame about it still. You know, it could be anything like that. So I think this reading is saying, you might think that you're open and ready for a relationship and you're choosing that, but are you truly open? Because there's this heartbreak around commitment, in particular, committed relationships, marriage, long-term relationships. Fingers peeling. Anyway, I had a projector and a screen. Yeah, we had lights too. Didn't have a projector and a screen. No. So anyone got any questions for that video? What would you like to know? How many decks? That's a good one, hey? How many decks have you got? Not many cards. I wonder if some people have just got like a few. Instead of like masses. Like I have. The King of Cups. The King of the Cups is the one that loves you. The King of the Cups. So it's someone that's loving you, someone that has a heart in the right place. Not necessarily always able to communicate those feelings to you, but the love is there. It's gonna rain. A bit humid in here. Then we've got the Knight of Swords. This one is the one on a mission. Using words, communication, thinking about it, on a mission. I think we're talking about the King of Cups here. King of Cups is on a mission. What's the mission that the King of Cups is on? Am I having a hot flash or what? I don't think I am. There's no one in your role, Barbara. No, not me. Really? Temperance. I'm going to read the Temperance card out because I'm sure the mission isn't temperance. I'm sure that the Temperance is the card that is thwarting the mission. 6 of Swords, movement forward. What age? When I realize, that's a good one. Thank you. And if you've got any tarot channels you want me to tag in it, because if I tag them in it, then they'll see it, hopefully. If they click on the mentions in the back end of the YouTube thing, and then they'll do the video themselves. I think it's nice. They did it. Ali Glines, the makeup lady, did one like this a couple of years ago, and then a lot of my favorite makeup channels were doing it too, and I thought it was really sweet. It's a really nice way to kind of, you know, pass it on and get to know different channels, because you watch one of them and then the other, if it works right, if we do it right, the other readers that have done that will pop up down the side, you know, for your suggested things while you're watching that video. So we should be able to get some good channels going. I don't think, yeah, well, it'll be really good. I think it'll be really good. I hope it works. Cross your fingers for me. Thank you, Mandy, for that. So Temperance is thwarting the mission of the masculine, the King of Cups, whose heart's in the right place. So Temperance being... Temperance being... This card shows a woman resting in a lush green garden under a red umbrella. Her white dress is a symbol of modesty and mindfulness. Sitting in a yoga position and spreading out her arms, the woman seems to melt into the surrounding environment of blended elements. There's a sense of harmony and moderation. Her gossamer dress floats like water, showing that everything needs a light touch to stay in flow. The umbrella crowning her represents the need to take the higher path and stay true to one's life purpose. It's been coming out a lot lately, like in the last pick a card read, the amount of times that this one, it's right at the top of my deck, the Noble one came out. A lot, it's been coming out a lot lately, doing the right thing. Light touch is coming up for me as well. I went to my session yesterday, my body session, my posture session. I had a lot to tell her about what's going on in my body now, the changes since I've been doing her exercises and movements, I should call them, not really exercises, for a couple of weeks, and she's given me some new ones now. And she keeps on telling me, you keep on doing these movements really big, like you want to make it into an exercise and you need to do it like much smaller and really in control. Yeah, Gemma, I've got her. Gemstone Tarot. I really like her channel as well. The umbrella crowning her represents the need to take a higher path and to stay true to one's life purpose. Two doves symbolize her balanced mind and her equanimity. She's found peace within herself. This is balance, moderation, integration, equanimity, harmony, blended elements. So this might be an issue for the masculine at the moment, thwarting his mission or having to get on with his mission, life path kind of stuff, and find balance and all of that kind of thing. Might be pulling him away at the moment from his divine feminine mission too. I think that's what has been coming up in readings lately as well, is priorities have been coming up a lot, and it's good not to just prioritize romantic relationships, to have other priorities going on, and to sometimes go, okay, well, romantic relationships isn't my priority right now, and that's got to be okay, and it's got to be okay with the other person too, you know. Six of Swords, the mission. A woman covered in a dark cloud is traveling over the sea. She looks troubled and seems to be in grief. Yes, so some of them could be in choppy water right now, being reminded to get on with the mission, the life purpose and stuff. Six clouds floating beside her carry all the woman's troubles and pain. The woman reaches out to a rope attached to a star at the top and an anchor at the bottom. She's hoping the rope will lead her to a new place where she can recover from her sorrows. This is transition, it's the blues, recovery, change of scenery, moving on, hope. I think there's a shake-up for the Divine Masculine at the moment. Yeah, I reached out. I emailed? No, I didn't email because she doesn't have her email on the YouTube channel. I commented on a video yesterday saying, email me if you see this, but she hasn't. I emailed. What are they called? Scorched Earth Tarot, whatever her name is, and Whitney from Spiritual Escapades. Those are the only ones that I email. Just wanted to get like some people on board saying yes first before I do it. Not that I'm not going to do it, but rather than just blindly, without any contact, tag people in it. I wanted to at least get some people on board, but anyway, it's not worked, so people are busy. Don't necessarily check email all the time. Anyway. Okay. So, for Divine Feminine, it seems that there is a need to get more open and ready for a relationship, especially after heartbreak, pessimism about long-term relationship and marriage and stuff like that. some stuff to deal with there. King of Cups, the love is there, but they're being shown to prioritize life purpose path at the moment, and seems to me like they've been sidelined kind of thing. So like the universe is like, hang on, you're not ready for the divine feminine. Get on with what you're supposed to be getting on with. So they've got to find a balance first, right? Like finding stability first, finding a balance first. Scorched earth is good, yeah. Okay. Book of Shadows Tarot. It's funny how I always keep this one in the box. Don't you think? It's just like a couple of decks that I keep in the box. And then most of them not. Okay. Well, tell us more. I don't know who it's going to tell us about. Let's see. 10 of Stars, written in the stars. Fated. Some things are just kind of meant to be, and it's about timing as well, divine timing too. 10 of Fire. So the 10 of Stars. 10 of Fire. 10 of Wands. Oh. Let me just check I've got everything for that. Pretty sure that's what it says. Yeah, the 10 of Fire indicates that the events in question cannot be changed, and that there's a role that must be fulfilled, or an action that must be taken. And it seems like first, that there's got to be something that happens first. The actions we take in the face of unalterable facts define our nature and shape our character. Feels like rite of passage to me. Oh, where did she go? Tiggy! Nay. Spellcasting. I think that's a strength card. Be strong now. I think it's a strength card. Yes it is. Spellcasting, mastering yourself, managing resources, creating change, working in harmony with the divine. Yeah, it's like a calling, like a rite of passage, like a sort this out, get in tune, get aligned. That kind of message. Omens, the Tower, the signs. And it's disruption. It's disruption that brings in those signs. The last couple of weeks, I've seen it in personal readings that I've been giving, and I've seen it in people around me, that there's been a balance. Balance yourself, especially work-life balance, that kind of thing. People are overextending themselves and going, oh, I've got too much on my plate here. It's like, well, when you're feeling overwhelmed, you've got too much on your plate. That overwhelm is meant to tell you, change something. Change something. And it seems to have something to do with priorities, this. So if you didn't change something when you had those feelings, well, the Tower comes along to force your hand. So there's shit going down. I'm back finishing up the Starbucks coffee. It's nowhere near as nice as the new one. So I bought some more of the new one. It's on its way. Colombian. And in other news, I lost another ½ kilo. I knew I was going to, because my sweat was smelling of ammonia yesterday, and that's my losing weight smell. I've been eating about 1,600 calories. Well, no, maybe about 1,800. Sometimes I don't count the pieces of chocolate that I eat. I don't put them in there, but I know, I'm well aware of where I'm at in my head. Now I've been tracking my food. I track the meals, so I know exactly if I've had enough protein and all the macros and stuff like that. But the extras, I'm just like, I'll have maybe 2 squares of chocolate, maybe 4. I don't know, that'll be about 200 calories. I'm at about 1,800 calories a day, and I lose weight at that. kind of happy about that because I've been wanting to lose that, just that 2 kilograms. Oh, Christmas, Yule is the death card, the death and the rebirth. Someone grounded and able to move forward. You know, when that happens, where it's like the wind gets taken out of our sails or the rug gets whipped up from under our feet. It's like, oh, you're going to do this? Oh, you know, you're not. You've got to tend to this first. Balance or priorities, or I'm not on the keto diet. So I wouldn't be able to stand that. I do so much exercise. I wouldn't be able to function without carbs. I don't eat a lot of carbs. Like I eat a very good diet. I mean, it's not got a massive amount of carbs. I don't eat junk food or anything like that. Very rarely. It hurts. Why would I want to do that? So the carbs that I take in would be through oats. There's a bit in the red lentil pasta that I have. I have like high protein pasta, not wheat pasta. Wheat pasta is just junk carbs. Really, there's hardly any nutrition in it at all. And it's very high calorie. What else would I get my carbs? And I eat veggies and fruit. I do, I cook here, yeah. Wraps, chicken wraps. So generally this is what I eat in a day. I'm putting all of this stuff on my new channel, by the way, which is still in the pipeline. I've got my overnight oats that I have in the morning. They're very high protein. They've got a scoop of protein. They've got a scoop of collagen in them too. Oats, 48 grams this time of oats. I weigh everything out. And superfood green powders. And berries. This morning's was blackberry, I think. Blackberry. Do blackberry, raspberry, and they've all got a few blueberries in them. So that's my like 550 calorie breakfast, along with my coffee. And then lunchtime I'll have, well, I might have a snack. I might have an apple or something, or some yogurt and some fruit mixed in with it in the morning, but generally not. I'll just go to lunchtime, which is usually a chicken wrap. Make my own yogurt dressing on that. And then I'll have something else. If I'll have like yogurt and fruit in it. I need something else before I go training. And then after training, I'll come back and I'll have like a meal, which will be either salad with a tin of tuna in it, or some kind of fish, usually oily fish, salmon or something like that, salad. And then I'll have something after that too, yogurt and more fruit and stuff. If it's not a salad, my pasta thing is like high protein pasta with broccoli and cauliflower all boiled up together. So it's not so much pasta and a lot of veggies. The veggies like in bulking up the pasta, with pesto and mozzarella cheese and either chicken or again some sardines, fish. Collagen powder and protein powder. I don't know whether you'll be able to get the protein powder that I get here, but I'll show you. You can definitely get the collagen powder that I get. I'll show you. I'm going to put all of this on my new channel anyway, so I'll account for that. But as soon as you've asked, collagen is Vital Proteins. This is the one I use. Collagen peptides are American. You can get them anywhere. This Body Build Whey Hydro Isolate. I need the isolate because the other stuff, just the whey protein, it bothers me. Yeah, my body doesn't like that so much. But yeah, that's what I do. Anyway, Yule, death, the death card. So, significant change. So it's all chocolatey, like chocolatey berry breakfast. It's really nice. And I eat it just like straight out of the jars that I put it in. While I'm getting ready here at Burlesque. Okay, Yule. is the death card, death and rebirth. So it's a significant change. I think we're talking about the divine masculine here. Significant change going on at the moment, but it's like it's not coming easy, that's for sure. They might have thought, oh, this is great, I'm moving on, I'm moving, making my way towards divine feminine. Universe goes, hell, you're not. You're not ready. You need to get on purpose first. Death. Yule. Yule is a celebration of faith. Now, there could be a, not a lack of faith, a crisis of faith kind of feeling at the moment when things start going wrong. Someone could have been on the up and up, and then spanners thrown into the works to get them on track, to get balanced, to get them on track. And yeah, there might be a crisis of faith at the moment. The light has not actually begun its return, so it's an act of faith to believe that it will return. They need to keep going. That's what I mean. It feels like a rite of passage to me. It's like, oh, you think you can have a divine feminine that easy? No, you can't. And we're there going, yes, they can. The universe is like, no, they can't. Stop it, divine feminine. Stop being so soft. They need to man up. They need to do these things. It's an act of faith to believe that it will return. The moment of the longest night before the lengthening days is brief, like a moment of death. It's nearly impossible to pinpoint the exact moment that one thing ends and another begins. Nearly impossible, but that moment does exist. This card shows up at that moment. It actually says this card shows that moment, but I said this card shows up at that moment when the dead Holy King hands over rulership to the Oak King. It's the end of something, the moment of darkness before the dawn, a crisis of faith. There it is. Fear or hope. Fear of or hope for change. Crisis of faith is what we're talking about there. Yes. There we go. That's what's going on for the divine masculine. So they're going through it right now. Again. There's these blips. So they've been ignoring something. The towers only come about when we've been ignoring something. Bad towers like this that aren't nice surprises. They only come about when we've been ignoring something. Ignoring the signs that we've been getting, the feelings that we've been having. Oh, Summer Lands, the Fool card. Taking a chance, stepping into something new. Requires courage, that does. Which the spell casting card seems to speak to as well. The Six of Air. There's Chicken Cat. That's me doing my stuff. And that's Chicken Cat on my book. I'm glad that she's in with me today. Six of Air. Familiar. Relying on or deepening our connection with our animal helpers. Their wisdom, guidance, or healing is needed. An animal guide will bring an important message. Special companion. Looking for guidance, direction, moral support, companionship, strength, understanding, and healing. So the divine masculine might be in a really bad place at the moment. Because I'm getting like a loneliness about that. A loneliness and things have fallen apart. It's never a good place to be in, right? Seeking comfort. It's long and drawn out for you, Barbara. But then sometimes that's kind of good too, because when things aren't moving, we've got to get that balance too. We've got to get on with our lives and be okay about that, be cool about it, and not be all about the romantic relationships. Then we've got a Stara, and I need some hand cream on because my hands have gone really dry. A Stara. Another day of rain, great. At least, you know, the other days it's been sunny while I've been working, and then as soon as I've finished at lunchtime it starts raining. Not fair. Woke up yesterday morning, my day off, like, oh, I'll go for a walk on the beach. No, I won't, it's raining. It just keeps on raining when I'm not working. At least it's not sunny today while I'm working, because I wouldn't want that. I want it to be sunny when I'm not working. I'm spoiled like that. The weather this time of year isn't very good here. People come for the summer holidays from Europe and stuff. It's not very good this time of year. Winter's so much nicer here. It's cooler, it's sunny, it's dry, it's really nice. Hey Judy, good to see you back. Could refer to the male energy that we run as well, yeah, it could. Barbara. Oh, Ostara, I'm ignoring her. Ostara, what? What do you want, Ostara? If anyone wants a mini read, you know, you can book in for one. I kind of do it differently. If you haven't been here for a while, book in for them now so that donations can be donations. To have donations in their rightful place has actually been donations. Ostara, here we go. Temperance again, yeah. Balance, grace, flowing easily within the world, being at ease in your life, being in the right place at the right time. It's about getting into the flow. Thunderstorms every time you want to walk. What's that about? It's a pain in the ass, isn't it? My knee was so painful. Day before yesterday. It was inflamed. After training, after CrossFit. We did so many overhead squats. Overhead squats are horrible. I can't even do the bar without any weights on it. The bar's 35 pounds. We use pounds in CrossFit. It's crazy. 35 pounds, holding it up like that in the air and squatting down. It's hard. It's too hard. It's too hard for me. Can't do it. Just that position kills me. Anyway, so I went, they've got one lighter bar, and there was 3 of us girls that needed the lighter bar, so we were having to take it in turns. And then, by the end of it, my knee was wrecking and really inflamed, and I even had to take a painkiller when I went to bed to even sleep, because it was hurting that much. So knee brace for me yesterday, it was. See, this is why I'm doing the posture sessions to sort that out. It's since I started CrossFit that all of these little imbalances are showing themselves up. Cool, Judy, thank you. Yeah, if anyone else wants one, book yourself in. We've got plenty of time. 5 of our timelines are changing. Interesting. So the trajectory that we're at is changing at the moment. It's all up in the air. Nothing is a done deal yet. Nothing is written in stone. Depends what happens, right? There was a card that said that. How we deal with this, how we deal with what's going on at the moment, how the Divine Masculine deals with this adversity. It's the rite of passage kind of thing. Can he proceed or not? Might not, might not. Timelines are changing. So this is a pivotal point in the story. Because if they don't step up, do the right thing, the noble one, that card has been coming out so much. Ooh. Just told to read the noble one out of that deck. I haven't looked at that book for a long time. Okay. Then we've got 4 of water out with the 2 of fire. The 2 of fire is all about communication. It's Mercury. And so we're talking about communication for the 4 of water. Communication, 4 of water. So read that, the 4 of water, but you've got to remember that it's about communication. Healing. Okay, the 4 of water brings with a promise of healing of some sort, emotional, physical, perhaps of a relationship. Although there may be a bit of pain involved, the long run promises relief and smooth sailing. In other words, the Divine Masculine now needs to get to that place of non-reaction and of healing, of allowing themselves to feel it and heal it, to get to come through this, and then not just do that, communicate it. I think the chicken cat card here has come out because they're feeling lost, lonely, they're wanting guidance. They might even want the Divine Feminine to sort it out. They might pretend that they want guidance from the Divine Feminine, but really they want her to step up and scoop them up. Divine Feminines, don't do it. Don't do it. Let them get to the point of feeling it, moving through it, making a decision, and then coming and telling you about it, telling you the process that they've been through, telling you how they've sorted it out. Let them step up to be the Divine Masculine. Oh, walking their own path by themselves. It's not a time to step in and mother them. I'm to read out of the book The Noble One, because it gives us a window to what the Divine Masculine is going through at the moment, and also us as well. We've got to do the right thing. The Noble One is 35, apparently. Here we go, The Noble One. I haven't read this book like in years. It's not since I got this deck. This card speaks to you on your own inner nobility. The desire to be not only a good person, but also a wish to be an honourable one. And you're reminded of your own desire to bring good deeds to the world. You will keep calm when all about you fall into patterns that are of no use to anyone except the howl of their own inner wounded child. Ooh, wounded children coming out. I've got a bit of a rash today. Gee. Okay, let me say that again. You will keep calm when all about you falls into patterns that are of no use to any. All of this stuff, except the howl of their own inner wounded child. So it's this stuff that they're going through at the moment is of use to their inner child, the wounded inner child. They've got some healing to go through. Wow. And this could be happening to you too. You'll tend to your wounds, get that help that you may need, and become a better person. I feel they've got to get that help from somewhere else and then come and tell you about it once they do. You're a part of the new day for the world, and you are to be recognized for your goodness. You've chosen right action and stood by a code of honor, which has led you to offer the world a series of acts of nobility. Every act of nobility is no act of martyrdom. You continue to speak your truth, but without rancor and bitterness. Rancor, that's not a word that I use. And bitterness. Instead, you shine with the possibility of what it could be like to be a great being. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Through this process, you grow and nurture your own good luck. While you work on your own flaws and challenges, others see you as evidence of goodness within the world. Hello. There we go. Where are all my moderators lately? They don't come anymore, hey? Should make some new ones. Every act of nobility is no act of martyrdom. You continue to speak your truth, but without rancor and bitterness. Instead, you shine with the possibility of what it could be like to be a great being. Through this process, you grow and nurture your own good luck. While you work on your own flaws and challenges, others see you as evidence of goodness within the world. They will seek you out, and your services will be sought after, as you have developed a reputation that shines and will remain untarnished. You're soon able to open up, share who you are, and welcome more affection and true intimacy into your life because you have done the work your soul required of you. Thanks to your sojourn within the realms of the Kitsune, which is this deck. Your own deep self-love has created a field of energy about you that has an attractive, resonant, and full of what? Your own deep self-love has created a field of energy all about you that is attractive, resonant, and full of noble empathy. This could lead to a rise in your influence, even your status. At this time, connect and pray to your own higher self and be reverent of the very simple truth of being alive and awake. Okay, so this is the energies that we're in as Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. And I feel like the Divine Masculine isn't quite there yet, and they've took a blow, and they've got to find that and not regress to the wounded inner child, but feel what the inner wounded child is telling them, and then heal that part of them, and then come to the divine feminine. Responding to the difficulty, male energy, taking time to get out of the energy. Yeah. Yep. Thanks, Judy. Okay, let's get some cards out. Judy's question is, I don't know. What do you see? Good question, Judy. Thanks for booking. If anyone else wants one, here's the link. That spammer person, they sometimes come in and like have a decent conversation, and sometimes they're just spammy like that. Can you do? Troubled, wounded inner children, right? How can talking about being better people and being in better relationships be evil or bad? It cannot be. It cannot be. Anyway. Judy, what does your higher self have to say to you? Okay, perfectionism. So when we've got a perfectionism thing going on, sometimes it feels like a good thing, like, oh, it's good to be wanting to work on ourselves and be better and all of that. And it's like, yeah, but there's a fine line between that wanting to be better. It's like, what are your reasons for it? Are your reasons for it because you don't feel good enough? Or is it because you do feel good enough, but you still want to reach higher? This, Judy is saying, yeah, you're on the path to taking it from perfectionism, which perfectionism is when you don't kind of feel good enough yourself. And so you're trying to be better, into just a desire, like a clean desire to get better. Even in healing, it's like that too. We can heal because we're like, oh my God, I'm a terrible person, my life is crap. Or we can heal like, I deserve better than this. I love me, it can come from that place of self-love. I deserve to heal this. I need to be rid of this now for my own sake. It's two very different things, right? So, Judy, you've been asked to kind of address that a little bit, the shift toward the, whatever that is. I'd say it like more positive or whatever, but it's not really more positive, it's just cleaner. What else? Judgment separates and refocus. So, other people's opinions. You don't need to be a people pleaser, Judy. Some people can't be pleased. Right? Can help people out as much as we like. There was an example of it in the comments before. We try and help people out, they can't hear. Because they can't be pleased by it, It's not good enough for them. They don't want to hear it. People online. Especially, but also, that's what I experience. I don't experience people hating on me around me. Very few, very rare. But online, holy shit, so many. But you might have some around you, not hating on you, but just judging you. And this can be a projected judgment as well. So it's like, I think that they're judging me, which is really you judging yourself. If you think that they're thinking something, it's actually you that's thinking it, right? This is saying like refocus. Don't let other people stop you. Don't let the idea of what other people might think stop you. And certainly don't let other people's criticism or any of that stuff stop you. You're not here to please them, other people. Not anyone, but yourself. And that pleasing ourselves, making ourselves happy, doesn't mean to hell with everyone else kind of thing. It doesn't make us selfish. We don't have to be selfish. We don't have to turn into an asshole to do that, right? None of us do. But sometimes the thing is, we won't let ourselves be self-centered because we think it's selfish, you know? We've experienced the negative side of it from other people too much, like that self-centeredness, that selfishness kind of thing, and we think that if we prioritize ourselves, we're going to be like that, but we're not like that. We're not even anywhere. So if we've got like completely selfish, completely asshole on one end of the scale, and then there's completely selfless on the other end of the scale, like doormat, neither of them are a good thing. The balance is a good thing. And so as we learn about being a doormat, and then we bring ourselves this way, and we're like, oh my God, I'm getting really selfish now. No, you're not even balanced yet. So stop with the people pleasing, or the imagining that people are judging you, or the even listening to people that judge you. Like Tarot Destroyer. Tarot Destroyer should do something else with their life. I mean, they're not going to stop me from being a tarot reader because that's my calling, right? It's like no one could stop me from exercising. Nobody could do that because it's my calling. It's my essence. It's what's in me. So, not bothering what other people think. And then if someone does criticize you or say whatever, it's like, well, that's just not your path. So doesn't mean it's not my path, but it's not your path. It's not for you. You know what's not for you. Refocus on what is for you. So what you're kind of telling the criticizers is what you should be telling yourself. Refocus on what is for you. Judy, there you go. Anyone else wants one? Book one in. Do we need more? Do we need more about this? Because it's pretty clear to me what this reading is saying is that there is a bit of a hiccup along the way here. Bit of a hiccup. The Tower suggests it might be quite big, but we're not open yet either. And just keep on going, keep on doing that inner work. It appears like if the Divine Masculine does get through this rite of passage, then they will be coming forward telling you about their healing rather than their problems and wanting you to clear it up. Beware if they come to you with their problems for help, because this suggests that they're lonely and they need to seek counsel from someone, but it shouldn't be the Divine Feminine. That's the thing, it shouldn't be. And if it is you that they come to, be very careful, because codependency can snatch us again, and that's not a good thing. Don't want to disempower the Divine Masculine. It makes them not the Divine Masculine anymore. We've got to let them do it. We've got to let them walk that path by themselves. It's interesting that because, yeah, there's a situation that's happening around me at the moment with the one that I think might be mine. And a part of me was going to send him a message to see if I could help out. And then I'm like, no, I am not sending that message. He's got this. He's got this. And he doesn't need to. He doesn't need me to step in, mother him or anything like that. And besides, if he doesn't get through this himself, he's not the Divine Masculine. That's the thing. It's like, this is really interesting what's happening to mine at the moment. Hi, Crystal. I haven't seen you for a while either. Oh, it's good everyone's coming back. Hopefully that the draws will bring a lot of people back and commenting. People have been commenting so much more on the videos. It's great. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. Let's hope all of this stuff will get this channel and other good people's channels back on the road again. So Crystal, I'm making a video this afternoon. It might not go out until the weekend, but it's going to be one that tries to rally the tarot community here on YouTube together and make it easier for us to find the good channels. Because I know it's really hard at the moment. Okay, let's get some cards out for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Yeah, so personally at the moment, what he's going through, I was tempted to ask, but then I thought, you know what? He's going to show me now whether he is the Divine Masculine or not. With what he does now, with the way he handles this. He's going to show me whether he is or not. And I'm interested, not invested, interested. Interested on whether he does show up to be that. I'm very interested in his next moves. Very interested. And it's not going to be toward me. If it is toward me, then he's doing it wrong because No, he needs to sort other stuff out first. This colour in my hair bugs me. Divine Masculine, where's Divine Masculine's energy at the moment then? This isn't going to be good. Divine Masculine, where's your energy at the moment? It was looking so good before. The desert, we had a bit of this before. Lost. Lost in space. Just lost, yeah. The animal, the eye on the prize though, so they've not lost they might be feeling lost, but they've not lost the purpose. They've still got the drive, the purpose kind of thing. Oh, Badison Intuitive Tarot. Not heard of that one, never seen that one before. I'll write it down, thank you. Badison. Badison Intuitive. My handwriting is dreadful. Tarot. Yeah, thank you. I will tag them in it. You think they're likely to do a video like that? I know some don't ever get into their personal stuff at all. But so some won't do it, I know, but some will. So yeah, they've not lost their purpose, their drive yet. Anyway, that's going for them, but they are feeling lost at the moment. Cleaners have moved my... fan. It's better. Any more channels that I should be tagging in there? Because if I don't have the names of them, I can't find them. If I put tarot in, it's all unknowns that come up for me. I can like remember faces that I want to see, and they're just not showing up there anymore. And who's your favourite channels? Of course, once I put the video out, you can tag people in the comments. Okay, the unseen, hiding away. Hiding away at the moment. So I can tag people in this video, and I will do it at the start, as many as I can think of. But you can too. You can also tag them in the comments once it's out. Get them to make the video too. And for those of you that haven't caught up, it's going to be like 21 questions, like about tarot and stuff. What's your favourite deck and stuff like that. Just to get the ball rolling and tagging other readers, good readers here on YouTube in it. So that when you watch one of those videos, the others will pop up down the side and we can find the good channels again, you know? Because it's really hard at the moment. People have been getting in touch with me saying, I can't find your videos on YouTube anymore. They're not showing up for me. I do search and I can't find you, and I've been trying to find you again. It's like, if you don't remember the name Be Healing, then you can't, right? My sister is Frankie's Alchemistic Tarot. Well, I'll let her tag her. You know what I mean? So the unseen, in hiding at the moment, the storm, because shit's going down right now. Yep. But the castle. You see, the animal in the castle is good. That means, you know, they're building something up. They've still got that mission kind of thing. This, Knight of Swords, man on a mission. And it's not about the Divine Feminine, it's about something else. This is about their work or something like that. It's about their life's purpose. Yeah. So the Divine Masculine might have been about to make a move toward the Divine Feminine, but the universe is going, hang on, mate, you're not quite ready yet. You're not at the level of the Divine Feminine yet. You need to get on purpose. Get yourself balanced. My mic's gone off. Hasn't according to my settings, but it was kind of flipped a little bit and poking into my chest. It might sound a bit better now. I still see the, whatever they're called, the bands flipping around like they do. Okay, that one just dropped out. The last three cards, the unseen. The unseen, they're kind of in hiding at the moment. not really putting out there what's going on with them, in hiding because the storm shit's going down. Yeah, it kind of flipped and poked me in the chest so that the microphone part of it was against my skin. Sorry about that. I'll have to watch out for that today. I'll rearrange it now, in fact, so that that doesn't happen again. There we go. Yeah, so because they've got shit going down at the moment, so there's been some disruption, but it's for a purpose. The disruption is because they're not allowed yet to come toward the divine feminine. They haven't got balance in their life, and then something about their life purpose. They've got to get on with that. The animal and the castle here suggests the animal means that they've still got that purpose. The Knight of Swords, that purpose, and the castle to build something, right? So it's not like they've crashed and they're burning and they're like, oh God, poor me, I'm a complete mess kind of thing, but they are having to be all about themselves at the moment, having to be very selfish, all about themselves at the moment. Not a time for the divine masculine to get into a romantic relationship right now. They've got to sort their own shit out. Okay. Divine feminine. What about us? Where are we at right now? Divine feminine. That was a bit dramatic. Ooh, the siren, she's like, come here. Come on now, but come on. So very alluring kind of an energy. Shapeshifter though, there's changes going on with the divine feminine. Perhaps to do with that nobility, the noble one, and everything that said. Because we're likely going through something similar. Can't see for the forest for the trees, so might not be really focused on the changes, on these changes that are happening at the moment, not seeing it clearly, the changes that you're going through. Perhaps a little bit too focused on what the masculine's going through. Eros, because of this, romantic, passionate love kind of thing. It's like focused on the fire, the passion, the intensity, and that not happening. So there is too much of a focus here on the luring them in and the romance here, and not seeing the forest for the trees. So divine feminine, perhaps take a step back from romantic relationships at the moment. Don't focus on them so much. Leave them to get on with their path and sort it out themselves, and take a step back from your own life, going, well, what's going on for me? There's still changes kind of going on for me. What needs to change for me now? Because we've got change all over this. The Queen. The Queen. That can suggest that there's stuff about self-esteem, self-value, self-worth, and all of that kind of thing. It can be like the Empress card, about something about your empire, building something up as well. The bridge. Interesting, a bridging energy. There's ways to go too for the divine feminine. You have to tune into that yourself. I've got a lot of change going on at the moment too. Focused on that, the new channel. It's taken longer than I thought, because the name of it that I wanted is taken by someone, not on YouTube, but they use that as if I put it in Google search, it comes up with this one person. It's like, that's going to be trouble. And so that's kind of, yeah. And I don't even know how to make a second channel anyway. Like, practically, I don't know how to do it. How do you have a second channel on YouTube? It just kind of shows one channel and, connecting it in and all of that. I don't know how to do it. I'm going to have to find all of that out too. But yeah, a lot of change going on for me, and I really want to start it now. As soon as this new camera arrives, I'll get going on it. Because I've invested a lot in that new channel already. I just need to get going, start it off. So that's the changes that's happening for me. Similar, you see, it's similar energies to the divine masculine, I think. But divine feminine's energies here with the siren and Eros and the empty room and the forest card it's saying like you might just be focused too much on this romance, and there's not, you both need to be on your own paths at the moment. Not that us moving toward it in the past was the wrong thing. No, there needs to be that movement toward it. And then, like I said, the universe steps in going, not yet, you're both not ready yet. There's this to handle first. To get balanced, you know? To get us all balanced. So there you go, that's what I've got. I will be making a peer card read today, putting that out later, so check that out on my YouTube channel. Don't forget, I've got those draws now going on, so any comment that you make, if you're a subscriber to the channel and you've liked the video, you comment on that video, that gives you a 1 entry to a draw each month for a full reading with me, free full reading with me, private reading. And the other draw, there'll be a second winner too, which is from a deeper dive buyer. Now I thought maybe it shouldn't be from the deeper dive buyers, maybe it should be from anything, you know, like these mini reads, deeper dives, full readings and all of that. Maybe it should just be for any purchase. I think maybe it should be just for any purchase, but anyway, at the moment, because I've said it, I'll keep it at the deeper dives. So if you purchase a deeper dive from when I announced it, so watching past videos or anything and getting them, you'll still be entered into it, because it doesn't matter when the video goes out, it matters when you purchase it. I will be like at the end of the month looking at how many purchases there were, putting it in a random number generator and then picking out the person like that. So get commenting, getting those deeper dives if you want them, and good luck with all of that. And then check out that video whenever I put it out, and please like it and share it and all of that kind of thing, the questions one. Help me out, get that out there, that would be great. Thanks, Mandy. 100% spot on for what's happening in your life at the moment. Yeah, it seems to be for me too. It's very interesting what's going on at the moment in mine. There we go. Thanks everyone for coming along. Any readings, mini readings booked from now on will be done in Friday's show. Well, the weeks go by so fast, aren't they? Anyway, have a good one, everybody. I'll see you in a couple of days' time. And yeah, thanks again.